Segment 1, opening with Mr. Feeney and the Drop 19's performance. The camera transitions to the 1412 wrestling arena, which is decked out in a Halloween-themed 90s style. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pies grow out every crevice. VHS tapes line the walls, and the stage is filled with CRT televisions playing 90s commercials. The atmosphere is nostalgic and electric, with fans buzzing in anticipation. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another thrilling night of 1412 wrestling. Let's begin with a quick recap of our current champions. Alf, our laser gun surfing battle champion. Nikki Bella, the sword fighting champion. Joey Tribbiani, the competitive eating champion. Bars, our world champion. And Ali and AJ, the tag team champions. As Mr. Feeney speaks, the camera cuts to each champion, showcasing their highlights and victories. The crowd cheers for each champion, their excitement palpable. The camera then transitions to the stage, where the popular grunge band, the Drop 19's, is ready to kick off the show. The band begins to play Winona, their most famous single. The crowd erupts into cheers, the music energizing the already electric atmosphere. The arena is filled with flashing lights and smoke effects as the Drop 19's perform, their music echoing through the venue. Fans sing along and dance, the nostalgia of the 90s filling the air. What a way to start the night. The Drop 19's are rocking this place. Their performance is fantastic. This is going to be an unforgettable night. Indeed, the energy here is incredible. Let's keep this momentum going. The camera captures the final moments of the performance, with the band receiving a standing ovation from the crowd. The scene then transitions to the commentary table, where Pauly Shore, Elvira, and Mr. Feeney are ready to continue the show. Segment 2, Pauly Shore, Elvira, and Woody's accusations. The camera transitions to a quieter area near the commentary table, where Pauly Shore is seen talking to Elvira, trying to impress her with his knowledge of vintage horror movies. You know, Elvira, I've seen all the classics. Nosferatu, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, even Night of the Living Dead. I'm practically a horror movie expert. Elvira smiles politely, but seems unimpressed. That's great, Pauly, but I've been living and breathing horror movies my entire life. It takes more than a few viewings to impress me. Pauly looks slightly deflated, but tries to maintain his enthusiasm. Well, I'll keep trying. Maybe I'll find something that'll impress you. Elvira chuckles and pats him on the shoulder. Good luck with that. The camera then transitions to the locker room, where Woody is trying to persuade everyone that Magikarp has been sabotaging him. He has a whiteboard filled with crude drawings and arrows, attempting to illustrate his point. I'm telling you guys, Magikarp is out to get me. Just look at this. He's been splashing water everywhere, and it's all part of his plan to make me slip and fall. The wrestlers in the locker room exchange skeptical looks, some chuckling at Woody's accusations. Come on, Woody. It's just a fish. How much trouble could it really cause? Yeah, sounds like you're just paranoid. Woody, frustrated, tries to defend his position. I'm serious. You don't know what it's capable of. It's crafty, I tell you. Despite his efforts, the wrestlers seem more amused than convinced. Woody throws up his hands in exasperation. Don't believe me, but when it happens to you, don't say I didn't warn you. The camera captures Woody's determined but frustrated expression as he walks away, leaving the wrestlers to their conversations. The scene then transitions back to the main arena, where the energy remains high and the audience is eager to see what happens next. The show moves to Segment 3, Sword Fighting Championship match, Nikki Bella versus Dua Lipa. The camera transitions back to the main arena, where the crowd is buzzing with anticipation for the upcoming match. The ring announcer steps into the spotlight, ready to introduce the competitors and the special referees. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the 1412 Sword Fighting Championship. Introducing first, the special guest referees Santa Claus and Chandler Bing. The arena fills with a mix of cheers and laughter as Santa Claus makes his entrance, waving to the crowd with his jolly demeanor. Chandler Bing follows, looking slightly annoyed but determined to do his job. The two referees exchange tense glances, clearly not getting along. Introducing the challenger from London, England, Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa's entrance music hits, and the crowd cheers as she makes her way to the ring, her demeanor focused and confident. She acknowledges the fans with a wave before stepping into the ring. And her opponent from Scottsdale, Arizona, the reigning and defending sword fighting champion, Nikki Bella. The crowd erupts into loud cheers as Nikki Bella makes her entrance, holding her sword high. She confidently walks to the ring, her focus unwavering as she prepares to defend her title. Santa Claus and Chandler Bing each take a corner of the ring, their tension palpable as they try to work together. The referee signals for the bell, and the match begins. This is going to be one epic battle. Nikki Bella and Dua Lipa are both incredible athletes, and with Santa and Chandler as the referees, anything can happen. Nikki Bella has proven herself time and again, but Dua Lipa is a formidable challenger. This will be a true test of strength and skill. Mr. Feeney, the dynamic between our special referees adds another layer of intrigue to this match. Let's see how it unfolds. From the start, the match is intense and action-packed. Nikki Bella and Dua Lipa exchange a series of powerful strikes, each trying to gain the upper hand. Santa and Chandler struggle to coordinate, often getting in each other's way and causing confusion. Ho! Stay in your corner, Chandler. Could you be any more in the way, Santa? The crowd laughs at the banter between the referees, but their distractions create additional challenges for the competitors. Despite the chaos, Nikki and Dua remain focused, delivering a hard-fought match filled with impressive swordplay and athleticism. Nikki Bella uses her experience and strength to gradually overpower Dua Lipa, but Dua proves to be a resilient and skilled opponent. The match reaches its climax with a series of intense exchanges, both competitors giving it their all. Finally, Nikki Bella delivers a powerful finishing move, knocking Dua Lipa to the mat. She quickly goes for the pin, and Santa and Chandler both dive in to count, their hands awkwardly colliding. 2, 3. Here is your winner, and still the 14-12 sword-fighting champion Nikki Bella. The crowd erupts into loud cheers as Nikki Bella stands victorious, holding her championship belt high. Dua Lipa, though defeated, receives applause for her valiant effort. Nikki Bella retains her title. What a match. A well-deserved victory for Nikki Bella. Both competitors showed incredible skill and determination. Despite the challenges posed by our special referees, Nikki Bella proved why she's the champion. The camera captures Nikki Bella's triumphant expression as she celebrates with the fans. Santa and Chandler continue to bicker in the background, adding a humorous note to the end of the match. Next time, let's coordinate better, Chandler. Fine. Just stay out of my way. The scene fades out, transitioning to the next segment, leaving the audience buzzing with excitement and anticipation for what's next in 1412 wrestling. Segment 4, Scott Steiner's backstage rampage. The camera transitions to the backstage area where chaos is already in full swing. Scott Steiner, with his pack of rabid tigers, is seen causing havoc and scaring the staff. The tigers growl and snap at anyone who gets too close, sending staff members scrambling for safety. Steiner's voice booms through the corridors, filled with disdain. Listen up, you bunch of trash. I'm Scott Steiner, and I do whatever I want, whenever I want. None of you pathetic losers can stand up to me. The camera captures Steiner's wild expression as he paces back and forth, his tigers prowling around him. The tigers' presence creates a tense atmosphere, with everyone trying to keep their distance. The tigers suddenly scatter, disturbing ongoing interviews and matches. The camera cuts to various wrestlers and staff members reacting in fear and frustration as the tigers disrupt their activities. Wrestler 1, "What the heck is going on? Get these tigers out of here. Steiner's out of control. Someone needs to stop him." Steiner stops in front of the Noid, the eccentric interviewer, who looks visibly nervous. Steiner's grin is menacing as he addresses the camera. "Tonight, I'm going to hook up with 100 women, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop me." The Noid, trying to maintain his composure, raises the microphone to ask a question, but Steiner grabs him by the collar. You think you can interview me, Noid? Think again. With a swift and brutal move, Steiner delivers a Steiner screwdriver to the Noid, sending him crashing into the sentient dumpster. The dumpster's lid slams shut with a loud bang, and the camera shakes slightly from the impact. Whoa. Steiner just took out the Noid. This is madness. Steiner's rampage is out of control. Someone needs to step in. This level of chaos is unacceptable. Steiner must be stopped. Just then, Mike Tyson walks by, his presence immediately shifting the atmosphere. The crowd reacts with a mix of excitement and anticipation as Tyson approaches Steiner. Steiner, your reign of terror ends now. Steiner turns to face Tyson, his expression filled with anger and defiance. But before Steiner can react, Tyson throws a quick, powerful punch, knocking Steiner out cold. The Tigers, sensing their leader's defeat, retreat and scatter. The camera captures Tyson standing over the unconscious Steiner, his fists still clenched and ready for action. The staff and wrestlers, initially in shock, begin to cheer and applaud Tyson's intervention. Tyson just knocked out Steiner. Unbelievable. Finally, some order is restored. Tyson is a true hero. Tyson's intervention was timely and necessary. Steiner's rampage had to be stopped. The camera follows Tyson as he walks away, leaving the scene of chaos behind. The staff and wrestlers start to recover, helping the Noid out of the dumpster and trying to regain some semblance of order. The scene fades out, transitioning back to the main arena, where the crowd, having watched the dramatic backstage segment on the big screens, is left buzzing with excitement and anticipation for what's next in 1412 wrestling. Segment 5. Competitive Eating Championship, Joey Tribbiani versus Iron Sheik. The camera transitions back to the main arena, where the crowd is buzzing with anticipation for the upcoming match. The ring announcer steps into the spotlight, ready to introduce the competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a spaghetti eating competition for the 1412 Competitive Eating Championship. Introducing first, from New York City, the reigning and defending competitive eating champion, Joey Tribbiani. The crowd erupts into loud cheers as Joey Tribbiani makes his entrance, waving to the fans with a confident smile. He takes his seat at the table piled high with plates of spaghetti. And his opponent, from Iran, weighing in at 258 pounds, the Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik's entrance is met with a mix of boos and cheers. He struts confidently to the table, glaring at Joey as he takes his seat. All right, gentlemen, this is a timed spaghetti eating competition. You have 10 minutes to eat as much spaghetti as you can. The one who eats the most wins the title. Ready? Go. The bell rings and Joey and Iron Sheik dive into their plates of spaghetti. The crowd watches intently, cheering for their favorites. How you doing, Sheik? Ready to lose? I will humble you, Joey. I am the real champion. Joey grins and continues eating at an impressive pace, while Iron Sheik struggles to keep up but remains determined. The crowd reacts with laughter and cheers at their banter. This spaghetti is almost as good as my Nana's. You sure you can handle it, Sheik? You talk too much, Joey. Focus on the spaghetti, or I will make you humble. The competition is tense, with both competitors shoveling spaghetti into their mouths at a rapid pace. The crowd cheers louder with each passing minute, the energy in the arena building to a fever pitch. This is one intense eating contest. Joey's in the lead, but Sheik's not giving up. Their banter is almost as entertaining as the competition itself. Joey's got this, but Sheik is putting up a good fight. It's a true test of endurance and willpower. Let's see who comes out on top. With just seconds left on the clock, Joey picks up the pace, finishing plate after plate of spaghetti. Iron Sheik, despite his best efforts, can't keep up with Joey's impressive eating skills. Referee, time's up. The winner and still the 1412 competitive eating champion, Joey Tribbiani. The crowd erupts into loud cheers as Joey stands victorious, raising his arms in triumph. Iron Sheik, though defeated, receives applause for his valiant effort. How you doing? Still the champ. You got lucky this time, Joey. But next time, I will break you. As Joey celebrates his victory, the crowd's cheers suddenly turn to gasps as Electabuzz makes his entrance. The Pokemon charges into the ring and, with a swift move, punches the referee, sending him crashing to the mat. The crowd is stunned by the unexpected attack. Whoa, Electabuzz just took out the referee. What's going on? This is unexpected. Electabuzz is causing chaos. Mr. Feeney is unprovoked and uncalled for. Electabuzz's actions are unacceptable. Electabuzz, with an electric aura surrounding him, glares at Joey and Iron Sheik before storming out of the ring. The referee is helped to his feet by the medical team, and the crowd is left buzzing with confusion and excitement. What just happened? Did Electabuzz really just do that? It seems even the Pokemon want a piece of the action. But remember, Joey, I'm coming for you again. The camera captures Joey's triumphant but puzzled expression as he holds his championship belt high. The scene fades out, transitioning to the next segment, leaving the audience buzzing with excitement and anticipation for what's next in 1412 wrestling. Segment 6, verbal spat between Rita Repulsa and Dana Scully and a tense backstage confrontation. The camera transitions to the backstage office area, where the tension is palpable. Rita Repulsa and Dana Scully are seen in a heated verbal spat, their voices carrying through the halls. Scully, you seriously have no taste. Who even wears those plain, boring bras anymore? Excuse me, Rita, but some of us prefer practicality over your over-the-top, ridiculous styles. Comfort and support matter. Rita rolls her eyes, crossing her arms defiantly. Oh, please. You wouldn't know style if it hit you in the face. It's no wonder you can't command respect around here. Scully's eyes narrow, her voice growing colder. Respect is earned through competence and integrity, something you wouldn't understand. Your flamboyant ways are nothing but a distraction. The argument intensifies, the two women glaring at each other, neither backing down. We'll see who's distracting whom when I outshine you in every aspect, Scully. Bring it on, Rita. I'm ready for anything you throw my way. The camera captures the tense standoff between Rita and Scully before transitioning to a different backstage area where the random kid managed by Bobby Heenan is seen approaching Chester Cheetah. Chester is lounging with his signature bag of Cheetos, unaware of the impending confrontation. Hey, Chester, you think you're so cool, huh? Chester looks up, raising an eyebrow. What's it to you, kid? I am the coolest cat around. The kid smirks mischievously, clearly up to no good. Bobby Heenan watches from a distance, a proud grin on his face. Let's see how cool you are after this. Before Chester can react, the kid grabs Chester's bag of Cheetos and urinates in it. The camera captures Chester's shocked and disgusted expression as he realizes what's happening. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the heck are you doing, kid? The kid finishes tossing the now ruined bag of Cheetos back at Chester, who looks furious. Not so cool now, are you? Chester jumps to his feet, his eyes blazing with anger, but the kid quickly scampers off, laughing maniacally. Heenan, still grinning, gives Chester a mock salute before following his protege. Did that kid just do what I think he did? This is crazy. Elvira. The antics backstage are getting wilder by the minute. Poor Chester. This kind of behavior is unacceptable. There will be consequences for this. The camera captures Chester's frustrated and disgusted expression as he tries to process what just happened. The scene fades out, transitioning back to the main arena, where the crowd, having watched the chaotic backstage segment on the big screens, is left buzzing with excitement and anticipation for what's next in 1412 wrestling. Segment 7, Tag Team Championship match, Ailey and AJ versus Beavis and Butthead versus Chester Cheetah and the Random Kid. The camera transitions back to the main arena, where the crowd is buzzing with anticipation for the upcoming match. The ring announcer steps into the spotlight, ready to introduce the competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a triple threat tag team match for the 1412 Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the reigning and defending tag team champions, Ailey and AJ. The crowd erupts into loud cheers as Ali and AJ make their entrance, holding their championship belts high. They confidently walk to the ring, acknowledging the fans' support. Next, from Highland High, Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead make their entrance to a mix of cheers and laughter, their goofy antics and trademark chuckles winning over the crowd. They high-five each other and the fans before stepping into the ring. And their opponents, managed by Bobby Heenan, Chester Cheetah, and the Random Kid. Chester Cheetah makes his entrance, looking furious and determined after the earlier incident. The Random Kid follows, smirking mischievously. Bobby Heenan trails behind, trying to keep the peace between his two charges. The referee explains the rules to the competitors before signaling for the bell. The match begins with a flurry of action as all 6 competitors go at each other, the ring filled with chaos and intensity. Pauly Shore. This is going to be one wild match. Ailey and AJ have their work cut out for them tonight. Beavis and Butthead are here for laughs, but Chester and the Kid have some serious tension. Let's see how this plays out. The dynamic between these teams is unpredictable. Anything can happen. From the start, the match is chaotic and action-packed. Beavis and Butthead, true to their nature, try to hit on Ali and AJ, looking to score. Hey ladies, how about you ditch these losers and hang out with us? Yeah, we're like totally awesome. Ali and AJ roll their eyes and respond with sharp retorts, clearly unimpressed. In your dreams, boys. We're here to wrestle, not to babysit. The crowd laughs and cheers at Ali and AJ's quick comebacks. Meanwhile, Chester Cheetah and the Random Kid struggle to get along after the earlier incident. You think you can mess with me, kid? I'll show you what happens when you mess with Chester Cheetah. In a fit of rage, Chester knocks out Bobby Heenan with a swift punch, sending him crashing to the mat. The crowd gasps as Chester grabs Heenan's jacket and urinates on it, taunting the Random Kid. How do you like that, huh? Payback's a... Before Chester can finish, the Random Kid attacks him, and the two start brawling, adding to the chaos in the ring. Ali and AJ, using their experience and teamwork, take advantage of the confusion. Ali and AJ execute a series of synchronized moves, taking down Beavis and Butthead. The match reaches its climax with Ali delivering a powerful move to Beavis, while AJ takes out Butthead. With Beavis and Butthead down, Ali and AJ go for the pin. The referee counts to 3, and the crowd erupts into loud cheers. Here are your winners, and still the 14-12 Tag Team Champions, Ali and AJ. Ali and AJ did it. They retained their titles in an incredible match. Elvira, their teamwork and determination really shone through tonight. An amazing performance. A well-deserved victory for Ali and AJ. They've proven themselves as true champions. The camera captures Ali and AJ's triumphant expression as they celebrate, as Beavis and Butthead, still dazed, look on in confusion. What just happened? We lost, dumbass. The Random Kid and Chester continue to brawl as the scene fades out, transitioning to the next segment, leaving the audience buzzing with excitement and anticipation for what's next in 14-12 wrestling. Segment 8, Woody's Smear Campaign and Earthworm Jim vs. Psychro Brawl. The camera transitions to a backstage area where Woody is seen surrounded by a small group of wrestlers and staff. Woody is passionately talking, clearly trying to gather more followers to his cause against Magikarp. Listen, folks, Magikarp is a menace. Did you know he was the one who sabotaged the catering last week? He's been plotting against us all. The wrestlers exchange skeptical looks, but some nod in agreement, seemingly convinced by Woody's relentless campaign. Are you sure, Woody? That sounds pretty far-fetched. I'm telling you, it's true. He's got a whole conspiracy going on. Just the other day, I saw him splashing around in the locker room, trying to ruin everyone's gear. Woody continues to make up increasingly ridiculous lies about Magikarp, but his fervor starts to sway more people to his side. The camera then shifts focus to the background, where Earthworm Jim is suddenly attacked by the debuting Psychro, his old arch-rival. Psychro, what are you doing here? Psychro, with a sinister grin, launches a surprise attack on Earthworm Jim. The two engage in a fierce battle, quickly escalating into a massive brawl. The fight spills into the hallway, causing chaos as wrestlers and staff scramble to get out of the way. I've been waiting for this moment, Jim. It's time to settle our old score. The fight intensifies as Psychro and Earthworm Jim use anything they can find as weapons. Cows are inexplicably involved, with Earthworm Jim swinging a cow by its tail and Psychro retaliating with an electric chair. Pauly Shore, what the heck is going on back there? This is insane. It looks like Earthworm Jim and Psychro are picking up right where they left off. This rivalry is out of control. Mr. Feeney, using cows and electric chairs as weapons? This is beyond anything we've seen. The camera captures the chaotic scene as Earthworm Jim and Psychro continue their brawl, smashing through equipment and knocking over anything in their path. The intensity of the fight draws more attention, with wrestlers and staff watching from a safe distance, some even cheering on the chaos. Earthworm Jim, you're not going to get away with this, Psychro. I'll put an end to your schemes once and for all. Psychro, laughing maniacally, charges at Earthworm Jim with the electric chair, but Jim manages to dodge and counterattacks with a well-timed swing of the cow. We'll see about that, Worm. I'm just getting started. The brawl continues to escalate, the sound of crashing and yelling echoing through the halls. Woody, momentarily distracted by the commotion, uses the chaos to further his smear campaign. See? This is exactly the kind of disruption Magikarp causes. He's behind all of this. The camera captures the intense and chaotic brawl between Earthworm Jim and Psychro, the two rivals showing no signs of stopping. The scene then transitions back to the main arena, where the crowd, having watched the dramatic backstage segment on the big screens, is left buzzing with excitement and anticipation for what's next in 1412 wrestling. That was one of the craziest brawls I've ever seen. This rivalry is far from over. Elvira, the intensity between Earthworm Jim and Psychro is off the charts. This is just the beginning. This feud is going to escalate further. We need to keep an eye on these two. The show moves on to the next segment, the energy in the arena still high from the dramatic and chaotic events backstage. Segment 9, Hardcore Match, Bars, Ampy versus New Jack. The camera transitions back to the main arena, where the crowd is buzzing with anticipation for the upcoming hardcore match. The ring announcer steps into the spotlight, ready to introduce the competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a hardcore match for the 1412 World Championship, introducing first from the streets of Philadelphia, New Jack. New Jack's entrance is met with a mix of cheers and boos. He makes his way to the ring, carrying a shopping cart filled with weapons, his intense demeanor setting the tone for the match. And his opponent, the reigning and defending 1412 World Champion, Bars. The crowd erupts into loud cheers as Bars makes his entrance, holding his championship belt high. He confidently walks to the ring, his focus unwavering as he prepares to defend his title in this hardcore environment. The referee explains the rules to the competitors before signaling for the bell. The match begins with a flurry of action as Bars and New Jack waste no time going at each other with brutal intensity. This is going to be one brutal match. Bars and New Jack are both known for their hardcore styles. This match will be intense and violent. Both men are willing to do whatever it takes to win. The stakes are high, and the danger is real. Let's see who comes out on top. From the start, the match is chaotic and violent. Bars and New Jack use every weapon at their disposal, trading brutal blows with chairs, kendo sticks, and trash cans. The crowd reacts with loud cheers and gasps at each impact. New Jack, known for his hardcore prowess, tries to gain the upper hand by setting up a table in the ring. He attempts to put Bars through it, but Bars counters with a powerful clothesline, sending New Jack crashing to the mat. You're gonna regret that, Bars. Bring it on, Jack. This title isn't going anywhere. The intensity of the match continues to escalate, with both men bleeding and battered. Bars manages to gain the upper hand, delivering a series of powerful moves that leave New Jack reeling. In the final moments of the match, Bars sets up for his finishing move. He lifts New Jack high into the air and delivers a devastating powerbomb, sending New Jack crashing through the table. What a powerbomb! Bars just put New Jack through the table. This has to be it. Bars is about to retain his title. A decisive move by Bars. Let's see if it's enough to end this match. The referee counts to 3, and the crowd erupts into loud cheers as Bars is declared the winner. Here is your winner, and still the 14-12 world champion, Bars. Bars stands victorious, holding his championship belt high as the crowd cheers. However, his celebration is short-lived as Scott Steiner, Iron Sheik, and Steiner's Tigers storm the ring, attacking Bars from all sides. Oh no, Steiner and his crew are attacking Bars. This is an all-out assault. Bars is outnumbered. Mr. Feeney. This is disgraceful. Someone needs to stop this. Steiner and Sheik, along with the Tigers, brutally assault Bars, leaving him defenseless. The sentient dumpster joins the fray, adding to the chaos. Just as the attack reaches its peak, the mysterious laughter echoes through the arena once again. Pauly Shore. There it is again, that creepy laughter. What's going on? This is so eerie. Something sinister is at play here. Suddenly, boiled eggs begin to fall from the ceiling, covering Bars and his attackers. The crowd gasps and murmurs in confusion as the laughter continues to echo. Boiled eggs? Again? What is happening? This is bizarre. Who's behind this? There's a mystery to unravel here. We need answers. The camera captures the chaotic scene in the ring, with Bars lying battered and covered in eggs, Steiner and his crew retreating amidst the confusion. The mysterious laughter fades, leaving the audience buzzing with questions and anticipation for what's next. The scene fades out, transitioning to the next segment, leaving the audience on the edge of their seats, eager to see what unfolds in the unpredictable world of 14-12 wrestling. Segment 10, Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Santa Claus argument. The camera transitions to a backstage area where the festive decorations signal the holiday season. Hacksaw Jim Duggan is seen arguing intensely with Santa Claus, both men gesturing wildly as their voices rise. Listen here, Santa. I've been spreading the spirit of Christmas with my 2x4 for years. I'm the real spirit of Christmas. Ho! Ho ho! Nonsense, Jim. I've been bringing joy and gifts to children around the world for centuries. I am the true spirit of Christmas. Chandler Bing, standing nearby, watches the heated exchange with a mischievous grin. He decides to stir the pot further. Hey, Duggan. Are you going to let this guy in a red suit tell you what the spirit of Christmas is all about? Maybe Santa's just jealous that you're the real deal. Duggan, fired up by Chandler's comment, steps closer to Santa, pointing his 2x4 menacingly. You hear that, Santa? Even Chandler knows I'm the real spirit of Christmas. Maybe you should stick to your reindeer and cookies. Santa's eyes twinkle with a mix of amusement and challenge. He steps forward, his jolly demeanor giving way to a more serious expression. Oh, ho ho ho, is that a challenge, Jim? Because if it is, I'm more than ready to prove that the real spirit of Christmas comes from the heart, not a piece of wood. Not backing down, raises his 2x4 higher. You bet it's a challenge. How about we settle this in the ring next episode? We'll see who the real spirit of Christmas is. Chandler, enjoying the escalating tension, continues to egg Duggan on. Yeah, Duggan, show Santa who's boss. I'm betting on you. Santa Claus nods, his expression resolute. Very well, Jim. Next episode, we'll settle this once and for all. May the true spirit of Christmas win. The camera captures the intense standoff between Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Santa Claus, the tension thick in the air. Chandler grins, pleased with his handiwork, as the scene transitions back to the main arena. Did I just hear that right? Duggan versus Santa? This is going to be epic. Elvira? The battle for the true spirit of Christmas is on. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. It's a clash of traditions and values. This match will be one for the ages. The crowd, having watched the intense exchange on the big screens, is buzzing with excitement and anticipation for the next episode's showdown between Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Santa Claus. The show moves on to the next segment, the energy in the arena still high from the dramatic confrontation. Segment 11, Laser Gun Surfing Battle Chattel Championship, Alf versus Marvin the Martian. The camera transitions back to the main arena, where the crowd is buzzing with anticipation for the upcoming Laser Gun Surfing Battle Championship match. The ring announcer steps into the spotlight, ready to introduce the competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a Laser Gun Surfing Battle Championship match. Introducing first, the challenger from Mars, Marvin the Martian. The crowd erupts into a mix of cheers and boos as Marvin the Martian makes his entrance, accompanied by his high-tech alien gadgets. He strides confidently to the ring, his eyes gleaming with determination. And his opponent, the reigning and defending laser gun surfing battle champion, Alf. The crowd cheers loudly as Alf makes his entrance, riding his laser gun surfboard with style. He waves to the fans, his demeanor relaxed and confident as he prepares to defend his title. The referee explains the rules to the competitors before signaling for the match to begin. The bell rings, and the two aliens take to their laser gun surfboards, ready for an intense battle. Pauly Shore. This is going to be one epic battle. Alf and Marvin are both out of this world competitors. Alf has been an incredible champion, but Marvin's technology might give him the edge. Mr. Feeney. This match will test both skill and strategy. Let's see who comes out on top. From the start, the match is fast-paced and action-packed. Alf and Marvin the Martian maneuver their surfboards with impressive agility, firing laser blasts at each other while trying to maintain balance. Marvin, using his advanced alien technology, deploys a series of gadgets and traps to disrupt Alf's surfing. Alf dodges and counters, showcasing his own skills and quick thinking. Marvin the Martian. You cannot defeat me, Alf. My superior technology will prevail. You've got some neat toys, Marvin, but I've got moves you haven't seen. The battle intensifies as Marvin activates a device that creates a temporary gravitational field, throwing Alf off balance. Alf struggles to regain control of his surfboard, but Marvin presses the advantage. Whoa, Marvin's got some serious tech. Can Alf recover? Marvin's technology is giving him the upper hand. Alf needs to think fast. This match is all about adapting and overcoming. Let's see if Alf can turn this around. Despite Alf's best efforts, Marvin's relentless use of his alien gadgets proves too much. With a final, well-timed disruption, Marvin causes Alf to lose control of his surfboard, sending him crashing to the ground. Marvin quickly surfs to the center of the ring, claiming victory as the referee counts Alf out. Announcer, here is your winner and the new laser gun surfing battle champion, Marvin the Martian. The crowd erupts into a mix of cheers and boos as Marvin the Martian stands victorious, holding the championship belt high. Alf, though defeated, receives applause for his valiant effort. Pauly Shore. Marvin did it. He's the new champion. What a match. Marvin's technology gave him the edge, but Alf put up a great fight. Mr. Feeney, well-deserved victory for Marvin. His strategy and skills were impressive. The camera captures Marvin's triumphant expression as he celebrates with his alien gadgets. Alf, though disappointed, stands up and nods respectfully to Marvin, acknowledging his victory. Good match, Marvin. You earned it. Thank you, Alf. You were a worthy opponent. The crowd cheers for both competitors as they shake hands, showing good sportsmanship. The scene fades out, transitioning to the next segment, leaving the audience buzzing with excitement and anticipation for what's next in 1412 wrestling. Segment 12, Scott Steiner and his Tigers interrupt. The camera transitions back to the main arena, where the Drop 19s are in the middle of a match against the Zeo Power Rangers. The crowd is fully engaged, cheering and shouting as the action unfolds in the ring. This tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the Drop 19s. The crowd cheers as the Drop 19s perform a few high-energy moves, showcasing their skills and entertaining the fans. And their opponents, the Zeo Power Rangers. The Zeo Power Rangers make their entrance to a loud pop from the crowd, their colorful costumes and synchronized moves adding to the excitement. The match begins with both teams exchanging fast-paced, high-flying moves. The crowd is on their feet, enjoying the spectacle. However, the atmosphere suddenly shifts as Scott Steiner's music hits, and he storms out with his pack of rabid tigers. What's Steiner doing here? He's not scheduled for this match. This can't be good. Those tigers are causing chaos again. Steiner's here to make a statement, but this is not the way to do it. Steiner and his tigers rush the ring, causing immediate pandemonium. The wrestlers from both teams scramble to avoid the tigers, who are growling and snapping at everyone. The referee quickly calls for the bell, ending the match in a no contest. This match is a no contest. The crowd boos loudly, upset that the exciting match was interrupted. The Drop 19s and Zeo Power Rangers try to fend off the tigers, but it's clear that Steiner is in control. Listen up, you bunch of trash. I'm here to send a message, and I'm not leaving until it's heard. Steiner grabs a microphone, his voice booming through the arena. The tigers continue to prowl around the ring, keeping the wrestlers at bay. Mike Tyson, you think you're so tough because you knocked me out last time? Well, let me tell you something, Tyson. You're nothing but a washed-up has-been. The crowd reacts with a mix of boos and gasps, clearly shocked by Steiner's bold words. You think you're a legend? You think you're untouchable? I've faced tougher guys in the gym every day. You're just a piece of trash who got lucky in the ring. The camera captures the intense expression on Steiner's face as he continues his tirade. You want a piece of me, Tyson? Anytime, anywhere. I'll show you what a real champion looks like. I'll break you in half and feed you to my tigers. The tigers growl menacingly, adding to the tension in the arena. The wrestlers, still trying to keep their distance, look on in a mix of fear and frustration. Steiner's lost it. He's calling out Tyson in the most disrespectful way. This is escalating quickly. Tyson's not going to take this lightly. Mr. Feeney. Steiner's actions are reckless and dangerous. This feud is reaching a boiling point. Steiner drops the microphone and raises his arms, basking in the reaction from the crowd. The tigers continue to circle the ring, keeping everyone at bay. The camera captures the chaotic scene before transitioning to the next segment, leaving the audience buzzing with anticipation for the inevitable showdown between Scott Steiner and Mike Tyson. The show moves on to the next segment, the energy in the arena still high from the dramatic and intense interruption. Segment 13, Backstage Brawl Match, Donkeylips versus Scott Steiner. The camera transitions to the backstage area where the atmosphere is already tense. Donkeylips is seen pacing, clearly ready for the upcoming brawl. The announcer's voice echoes through the arena, setting the stage for the match. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a backstage brawl match. Introducing first, from Camp Anawana, Donkeylips. The crowd cheers as Donkeylips, with a determined expression, makes his way through the backstage area, ready to take on his opponent. And his opponent, accompanied by his pack of rabid tigers, Scott Steiner. The camera cuts to Scott Steiner, who enters the backstage brawl area with his tigers prowling around him. The crowd's reaction is a mix of boos and anxious murmurs as Steiner confidently approaches Donkeylips. This is going to be one wild brawl. Donkeylips versus Steiner, and you know those tigers are going to play a part. Donkeylips has a lot of heart, but Steiner's ruthlessness and those tigers make him a dangerous opponent. This match will test Donkeylips in ways he's never experienced. Let's see if he can stand up to Steiner and his tigers. The referee signals for the match to begin, and immediately, Donkeylips charges at Steiner, trying to gain the upper hand with a series of punches. Steiner, however, quickly counters, using his superior strength to overpower Donkeylips. The brawl intensifies as Steiner throws Donkeylips into a stack of crates, causing them to topple over. The tigers circle the area, growling and snapping, adding to the chaos and intimidation. Scott Steiner, you think you can take me down, Donkeylips? You're nothing compared to the big bad booty daddy. Donkeylips, refusing to back down, gets back on his feet and charges at Steiner again. The two engage in a brutal exchange of punches and throws, each trying to outdo the other. I'm not afraid of you, Steiner. Bring it on. Despite his determination, Donkeylips struggles against Steiner's raw power. Steiner uses the environment to his advantage, slamming Donkeylips into walls and equipment. The tiger's presence continues to be a significant factor, keeping Donkeylips on edge. Donkeylips is giving it his all, but Steiner and those tigers are just too much. The tigers are creating an atmosphere and chaos. It's hard for Donkeylips to focus with them around. This is Steiner's strategy, using intimidation and power to dominate his opponents. In the final moments of the match, Steiner signals to his tigers, who growl menacingly, causing Donkeylips to hesitate. Taking advantage of the moment, Steiner delivers a devastating Steiner screwdriver, slamming Donkeylips onto the hard floor. This is the end for you, Donkeylips. The referee counts to 3 and the match is declared over. The crowd reacts with a mix of boos and gasps as Steiner stands victorious, his tigers circling around him. Here is your winner, Scott Steiner. Steiner did it. He used his tigers to his advantage and won the brawl. Donkeylips showed a lot of heart, but Steiner's power and intimidation were too much. Mr. Feeney, a brutal and decisive victory for Steiner. His dominance continues. The camera captures Steiner's triumphant expression as he raises his arms in victory. The tigers growl in approval, their presence adding to the menacing atmosphere. Donkeylips, though defeated, is helped up by medical staff, showing his resilience despite the loss. The scene fades out, transitioning to the next segment, leaving the audience buzzing with excitement and anticipation for what's next in 1412 Wrestling. Segment 14, Freddy Krueger and Eric Matthews' heated exchange. The camera transitions to Freddy Krueger's office, where the atmosphere is already tense. Eric Matthews storms in, his face flushed with anger. Freddy, I've had enough of your games. You keep pushing everyone around, but it's time someone stood up to you. Freddy Krueger leans back in his chair, a sinister smile spreading across his face. Well, look who's decided to grow a backbone. What are you going to do about it, Matthews? Eric steps closer, his eyes blazing with determination. I'm challenging you to a match next episode. Let's see how tough you are in the ring. Freddy's smile widens, his eyes gleaming with malice. You've got guts, kid, but you'll regret this. I accept your challenge. Just then, Bulk and Skull burst into the office, looking agitated. Hey, Freddy, we demand more TV time. We're tired of being sidelined. Yeah, we deserve more screen time. Freddy rolls his eyes and points to a clock on the wall. You two idiots realize the show is already ending, right? There's no more TV time to give. Bulk and Skull look at each other in confusion, then back Freddy. Oh, right. We knew that. As they turn to leave, Woody barges in, looking frantic. Freddy, Magikarp put a curse on me. Everything's going wrong because of that fish. Freddy sighs, clearly annoyed. Not you too, Woody. This is getting ridiculous. Before Woody can respond, Lady Gaga appears in a burst of glitter and lights. She waves her hands, casting a spell. Abracadabra. Let's add some flair. Woody's hat transforms into a Magikarp hat, flopping slightly on his head. Woody looks up in horror as the others stifle their laughter. What the? Lady Gaga? Why? Consider it a lesson in letting go of superstitions, Woody. The camera captures Woody's bewildered expression as the scene fades out, transitioning to the next segment. Segment 15, Pauly Shore's final attempt and Mr. Feeney's recap. The camera transitions to the commentary area where Pauly Shore is once again trying to impress Elvira. John 420, looking relaxed and slightly amused, walks by and makes a snide remark. Elvira, why do you hang out with this loser? He's nothing but a joke. Polly, determined to win Elvira's favor, steps up. Hey, John, you take that back. Elvira deserves respect. John 4:20 chuckles and steps closer, his demeanor calm, yet challenging. Oh yeah? What are you going to do about it, Shore? The two men engage in a brief skirmish, with Polly trying his best to hold his own. Elvira watches with mild amusement before stepping in. All right, boys, that's enough. John, let's go smoke. John grins and nods, walking away with Elvira. Polly stands there looking both defeated and confused. Elvira, wait. The camera transitions to the main arena, where Mr. Feeney steps forward to recap the night's events. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night it's been. Let's recap our current champions. Marvin the Martian is the new laser gun surfing battle champion. Nikki Bella retains her title as the Swordfang champion. Joey Tribbiani retains the competitive eating championship. Bars remains the world champion, and Alien AJ are still the tag team champions. The camera captures the excitement and anticipation in the crowd, everyone eager for the next episode.